Hello, my name is Lee. I'm with the maintenance crew here at Terrace Greene. I'm here to go through a move-in inspection with you so you know what to look for, have a few things to keep in mind and also watch out for. First and foremost, all the existing lights in the apartment, from the dining area, the kitchen, the bathrooms and closets and so forth, in some cases the hallways. If those light bulbs happen to burn out, call the office. We'll be glad to come in and replace those lights for you. Every apartment does have smoke detectors. Some only have 2, some have 4 based on the size. With those smoke detectors, they are centrally wired, but they do have a 9-volt battery backup for power outage. When those batteries get weak, they do chirp nice and loud every 60 seconds. When that happens, they do need those batteries replaced. I recommend replacing all batteries and all smoke detectors at the same time. Otherwise, it's just a matter of time they start dominoing. After one goes bad, they all go bad. Again, that is an out-of-pocket expense. Radio battery, the 9-volt square ones. Make sure the leads are the correct direction. And also the test button, press that for 2 seconds after you replace that battery. That way it resets the smoke detector and that timer starts over for the period. One thing to be aware of, annually, we do have a full fire systems check to make sure everything is operating properly and everybody is safe. That way we check not only the smoke detectors, we check the sprinkler heads, visual check on those. We check the entire fire detection system with the alarms, the apartment alarms, and also the building alarms, one time a year to make sure everything is up to par and everything's working properly. And we do have our fire systems team with us checking those systems also, including the smoke fire extinguisher that's under the sink in the apartments. Also, one thing we replace is in the utility closet, the one with the louvered door, is the air filters. As you can tell, we supply a basic particle filter. If it needs something more hypoallergenic, that would be an out-of-pocket expense. Based on your apartment, make sure you have the right size. This particular apartment uses an 18 by 20. If you like to, and again, we do that quarterly. If you'd like to replace those a little more often, just call the office. We can supply filters for you as well, if you want to replace those monthly, for example. Also, while we're in here, all sinks do have a hot and cold shutoff under the sinks. All the toilets have a shutoff behind the toilets. If for some reason those don't work, or you just plain forget about that they're available, we do have the emergency shutoff water valve to the whole apartment. In this particular apartment, is easy access right here on your right. Sometimes they're a little bit lower, sometimes they're beside the air handler. But either way, you'll have a valve. You'll have a valve, quarter turn to the right, shuts water off to the whole apartment. That way, the only water that will come out at that point is what's between here and the damaged area. So if there's a water issue, shut the main water valve off and then call the emergency line. Also in the kitchen, one thing we do get a question on, obviously with a number of appliances that can be used in the kitchen, a circuit can be overloaded and sometimes actually trip the circuit on what we call a GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupt. If that happens, just reset the circuit breaker and power is restored. In the kitchen, we have 2, one on each side of the kitchen. We also have those in the bathroom. So if you have one bathroom, obviously there's gonna be one GFCI in the bathroom. If you have 2 bathrooms, there's still only gonna be one GFCI, but both bathrooms are connected to the same circuit. And speaking of circuit breakers, if for some reason a circuit breaker happens to trip, typically, usually in maybe a bedroom, for example, most of the time you'll see it halfway in the middle, and it's not like a light switch where you can just pop it back on. You need to turn the circuit breaker all the way off and then all the way back on, and power is restored at that point. And that handle takes care of most everything we have in the apartment. Obviously, if there's any questions you have, do call the main line, same number as the emergency line. We do have an automated system when nobody is in the office. That number, so you'll have it, is 434-985-3270, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. Have a great day.